Good morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. Happy Thursday, fam. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week. We here at Hope for Today, we are praying earnestly and believing God for you. I'm in 2 Timothy, of course, and I want to go to verse 21, where the Apostle Paul writes to Timothy, "Therefore, if anyone cleanses himself from what is dishonorable, he will be a vessel for honorable use, set apart as holy, useful to the master of the house, ready for every good work." This is one of those metaphors we've been talking about in 2 Timothy chapter 2. Paul is kind of typifying what Christian pursuit, what our goals, what our drive ought to be like in our journey with Christ. In other words, as a Christian, what should I be shooting for? What should I be aiming for? What are the things that I should be working on in my life? And Paul is saying, Timothy, that one of those things that you should be working on is to offer yourself as a vessel to the Lord for honorable use. And so in verse 20, he kind of compares and contrasts that in any house, there are honorable vessels and there are dishonorable vessels. So Paul says on the one side, you got vessels that are made of gold and silver, but also some of wood and clay, meaning that you and I can have those seasons in life where we are a good tool in God's arsenal for his kingdom, or we can be a not so good tool. And I think it's incumbent upon the believer to beg the question in this season of my life, am I a good tool for Jesus or am I not so good tool? Am I presenting myself to him, mind, body, heart, soul, financially, calendar-wise, commitment-wise? Is God a tool that when he looks at all the other tools in the belt, I'm the favorite one because I can get some stuff done, or I'm a tool that's worn out and not really at optimum capacity? This verse is about introspection. This verse is about examination. And so Paul here is calling Timothy to partner with God's Spirit to refine you continually in your life, that God can look at you and say, you know what, that's an optimum tool that I can use to advance my causes in the world. This speaks to doctrinal cleansing and purity. This speaks to financial purity, right? Are you stewarding your money well? Some of us can't be used by God because we're not stewarding our money well, right? Like we got to pay a bill. We got to save some money first before we can leap out into what God has for us. Or sexual purity, right? We're not guarding our heart, and our minds and souls are encumbered with images or vices sexually or adultery and all this kind of stuff. Can I go further? Some of us don't have diet purity. Like some of us, right, aren't an optimal tool that God can use because we've so butchered our health and not taken care of our temple. Now, I'm not trying to get on to us. I'm simply saying that's what the verse is saying, that you and I ought to really look at ourselves and say, you know what? Is there something that I can render to the Lord in such a way that I can be even more of a tool in his hands? And here's what I've learned. When God is using me, I'm enjoying him. When God has me on the field of battle, life is invigorating. Life is exciting. And that's what we want from you. Honorable vessel for the Lord's use. That's Hope for Today. I'll see you next time.